Hello, my name is Cynthia, and I'm a career specialist here at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library's Career Center. And today we're going to walk through how to apply for a position at Rouse's. Specifically, we're going to apply for a dairy and frozen clerk position at Rouse's Market. And the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to that website. Great. And so right now we're at Rouse's Market. And let me tell you how we got here. The very first thing we did was open up an internet browser. It could be Google Chrome, or it could be Internet Explorer. And in the internet address bar here, this gray bar, we typed in Rouses.com, Rouses.com. And once we reached that, we clicked enter, and it brought us to Rouse's Market. And as we see on the very first line here, we don't see anything that says careers, join us, employment, jobs. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, past this delicious cornbread, and we see careers at Rouse's. Great. And now again, we see careers at Rouse's. Now hiring for Rouse's, all Lake Charles area markets. That's good information. Okay, so now we're going to select a location. Okay, we clicked and it's a little slow. There we go. So we're going to choose the one in Baton Rouge on Bluebonnet. We're going to click go, and great. It pulls up dairy and frozen clerk. And we click on that. And we're going to look at the responsibilities and see what they include, the qualifications, physical requirements, etc. Okay, great. That sounds like a perfect fit for us. And so now we're going to click apply online. Fill out an employee application. Okay, let's click on that. And the very first thing it asks us is our social security number. Now the number I'm about to put in is completely made up. Please do not use this because we are sure that it's not a valid number. And this is a number we're using for Raleigh Woodson. He's applying for this position. Great, and we have to retype it. All right, wonderful. Now what we're doing is we're looking for anything that has these red asterisks on it. A red asterisk here, there. So everything that has a red asterisk, we have to complete. So let's go type in Riley's first name, last name, W-D-S-O-N. Great. Now we don't see an asterisk by the email, which is highly unusual. Well, we're going to put one there anyway, because we have a feeling that sooner or later that email address may come in handy. Okay, next for the street address, 213 Estate Lane, and the city is Baton Rouge. And the zip is 070801. Great. Now it asks for a mailing address. Okay, our mailing address and our primary address are the same, so it gives us the option to copy from primary address. We're going to click on that, and so it just transfers the information right over here to the mailing address. Now it asks for a phone number, 225-676-3456. Oops, accidentally hit too many numbers there. Now let's see if we've done everything. Let's see if we can click next. Okay, great. It says could not validate your address at this time. Click OK. That's okay. We're gonna move forward anyway. Now select a location or locations that you would consider working in. Now, if you really want to work anywhere here for Rouses and you have reliable transportation, I would suggest that you click all of the Baton Rouge locations. Now, transportation is an issue, and you know you can only get to the one Bluebonnet Boulevard location. I would just only click that one until you're in a better position. Okay, now you see this bar is way up here, so there's an indication there's other things below this particular section. So let's go down and then just, I guess, have a list of all of their locations. So we're not interested in all those, just Baton Rouge. So we click next. Are you 16 years of age or older? Absolutely. Are you 18 years of age or older? Yes. Have you ever been convicted of a crime other than a minor traffic violation? No, never. Have you ever worked for Rouse's supermarket before? No. Are you able to show proof of your right to work in the U.S.? Yes. Okay. We're on step 3. It indicates to us up here on the right-hand side. We're going to click next. So great. Now we've reached application for employment. First thing we need to answer is position available. And we're going to click any. We could go through this long list of positions here. Well, we're also going to click any because we are already applying for a specific position. We want to make sure that Rouses know that we are available to accept any position that's available that we are certainly qualified for. The next section is, when can you normally work? Please fill out all fields. Okay, Sunday is going to be, we're going to choose anytime, from anytime to anytime. All right, great. We're going to let them know we're very flexible. Okay, on Monday, we're going to be Pacific, and we're going to choose 5 p.m. It's down here a little further, 5 p.m. to 11. Great. To 11 p.m. On Tuesday, the same thing, 5 p.m. to 11. On Wednesday, we're going to choose any time for beginning, opening, and closing anytime also. So we're available anytime. Let's go up a little further. Okay. Anytime. Now Thursday, we had a little trouble putting anytime, our ending time there, but we resolved that issue. And now on Thursday, we're going to choose 5 p.m. 5 p.m. and then also 11 p.m. We're going to scroll down. Great. And on Friday, again, we're going to do 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 11. Scroll down. And then on Saturday, we're going to choose anytime. It's already chosen, so we're going to just choose the ending time for anytime. All right, great. Expected salary, salary expected. Great. Now, what you want to do is when you're applying for a position, you want to look that particular position up, that particular company, and see how much do they normally pay their employees for the position that you're interested in. We did look up Rouse's, and Rouse's pays between $10 and $12. So we're going to choose 11. Great. As the hourly salary. What type of salary or status is desired? Is it full-time or part-time? Full-time. Hours per week desired, we're going to say 40. A minimum of 40, a maximum of, let's say 50. And date available. Now you have the option of clicking this calendar, or you can manually input the date that you're available. I find it easier just to click on the calendar. So I like to put my cell phone out and check the what's 2 weeks from today or a week from today, or whenever you're available. Just much easier just to point and click. Let's say that you'll be available on the 30th. Great. Supermarket jobs require frequent to heavy lifting, long periods of standing and walking, and repeated movement of the hands and arms. They also require the ability to communicate well with the public and the ability to handle stress while maintaining speed and accuracy. Can you perform the job duties or duties of the position for which you are applying for, or applying with or without accommodations? Yes. Great. Right. Now, it asks for our high school. Now, we also noticed that it did not give us an opportunity to load up a resume. So we're going to have to physically type in this information that would normally be populated automatically. But every application is different, and so we are prepared because we have our trusty notebook right here handy, as well as an up-to-date resume. Great. And so our high school that we completed was Baton Rouge. There you go. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay, great. The major, I would say chemistry. Dates attended. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have to move that. Let's see. Okay. Dates attended doesn't allow us to put in, it doesn't tell us the format which we need to put in. Also, so we're just gonna put in, we began 8/90. Let's say 1990 through 5/94. Okay. Received diploma, yes. Okay, college, let's say not applicable. High school, let's see. What other requirement? Now, we don't see any asterisks. So this information may or may not be necessary or required. Okay, great. Now we're gonna move forward. Say next. Please enter the name of other school or check. Okay, great. We're gonna put not applicable here also. We're gonna move forward. Are you sure you are satisfied with the skills write-up? Okay, great. You may add more employers by clicking Save Employer button below the form. When you're finished, click Next to continue to step 7. There are no employment entries? Yes. Okay. Our current employer is Diamond Incorporated. Okay, and their telephone number . Okay, and the address is Story Lane, that's gonna be Baton Rouge. And the zip is 70. Okay, your title is customer service. Duties performed. Now that's a very small section or a very small box for duties performed. And so we're just going to type in customer service. Name of supervisor or Cleaver. May we contact him? Yes. This may not always be a good idea to have someone contact your current employer unless you've had a conversation with that current employer, and fortunately we have. Reason for leaving, looking for a challenge. That's a good response. Or you say full-time position. Okay, my keys are not working with me. Let's delete all that. Full-time position. Starting pay. They want to know the starting pay of your current position. All right, great. Let's say it was $12. Ending pay, let's say it's $14. And that was from January 2015 to, oops, that was actually we need to make a selection. June until, that doesn't allow you the opportunity or the option to put in current. And so we're going to put in a advanced date, advanced year 2021. We want to save that employer. Okay, you must enter a valid year. Okay, great. So how do you enter? All right. Okay, so you click OK here. And we're just going to type in 2020. Let's see if that we can save it now. Okay, now this, we're going to add another employer. Candyland. Oops, okay. Candyland Hotel and Spa. Phone number 318-225. Oops, that's wrong. 2212, and then 1980. The address is 564. There's one more number to it. Okay. Congress Boulevard. And the city was Lafayette. And the zip is 70. Okay, great. And the title, your title was guest services. Raleigh's titles was guest services. These are not working with me today. Okay, guest services / cashier. Duties performed, customer service. Customer service. Name of supervisor. Yes, you may contact him. Reason for leaving. Moved out of area. Okay, and the starting pay was 12, and the ending pay was 13. And that position was from May 2013 until June 2015. All right, great. We're going to save that employer, and we're going to move on to the next. Application for employment, great. Now we need a reference. Great. Now, in order to put down references, make sure that you have contacted these individuals before you release their names to potential employers, because you don't want them to get phone calls and you haven't, had a conversation with them. Okay, so our first one is going to be okay, and the phone number is years known, let's say 5. This professional, reference to, this is not applicable, doesn't allow me to, let me put a company name in. All right, and this was, all right, let's see if it allows us, still this, oh, it says not applicable, so we have to unclick that. Right, reference 1. Now this is a little bit confusing because they are not telling us whether or not all 3 references are required. Because if we click this right here, then we don't have to answer those. So we have put 1, and so we're going to try and click next. Great. We're on step 8, and now what it's doing is showing us a synopsis of our application thus far. Okay, so this also giving us an opportunity to edit if we would like to edit anything. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Okay, I understand that if employed, any misrepresentation or omission of fact on this application shall be considered grounds for dismissal. Upon accepting employment, I understand that I must furnish proof of eligibility for employment in the United States as outlined in the U.S. Department of Justice's Form I-9. I understand that if employed, my employment will be for an indefinite period of time, and that I may terminate my employment at any time for any reason, and that the employer may do likewise. I further understand that no representative of the company has authority to enter into any agreement to the contrary, unless such agreement is in writing and signed by a management official. This application would be current for only 30 days. That's very, very important information. So, 30 days from today, this application will no longer be current or valid. So after 30 days, if you still wish to be considered, it will be necessary for you to fill out a new application. Great. Please sign this application by typing your first and last name below. Right. Okay, here we go. Riley Woodson. This step is required. I don't see an asterisk, but the words are here. This step is required. Agree and save application. We're going to click on that. You have successfully completed the Rouse's employment application. We will review and store your application. If you have any questions or would like to check on the status of your application, please contact us using the information listed below. Thank you. Great. We're going to click Finish. Now, it doesn't say you have to click Finish, but just out of an abundance of caution, we're going to click Finish. Great. Now, we've completed another application, another walkthrough, and we want to thank you for viewing this video. If you have found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe, and be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. Thanks for tuning into the Career Center's YouTube channel. We wish you well on your job search journey.